Welcome to part one of my series on making a cotton washcloth. Here at Rene Crochet, my goal is to inspire and teach the beginner crocheter in the fundamentals of crochet. In our very first project, we are going to be working on this beautiful, simple washcloth that's made out of 100% cotton. So in this first video, we are going to be practicing getting our yarn onto our hook. Okay, so it might look pretty simple here, but there is a little bit of a technique, and I want to teach you the slip knot. We start every piece of project, any project that we're going to be using with the slip knot. So that's what we're going to be focusing on here in this video. Now, the yarn that I'm using for this project is Lily brand Sugar and Cream 100% cotton. And we use 100% cotton because washcloths need to be able to absorb water and all sorts of things, as well as be washable and dryable. And so 100% cotton is the best material to use for that. Now, additionally, I am using a 5mm hook. It's an aluminum hook, and it's just a standard hook that you can get at any craft store. So Michael's, Joann Fabrics, any place like that. Walmart, Myers actually has yarn available as well. And based on the size of the yarn, it's a gauge, number 4 gauge, or a medium weight yarn. A 5mm crochet hook is appropriate, and that's what we're using here. Now, on the labels, they'll always have that for you, but it's a gauge. It's a place to start that would be appropriate, but you can adjust that up and down as needed. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get our yarn on our hook, and that means that we have to create a slip knot. To do so, I pulled some of the yarn off of my ball here. And what I need to do is I need to start with a length about the length of my hand. I'm going to start there, and I'm going to hold that with my right hand, and I'm going to take 2 fingers on my left hand, and I'm going to wrap around once and then a half. I'm going to push up a loop right here in between my fingers, and then I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to put it inside. Now I'm going to hold this here. Okay, this side, I'm going to pull my fingers out with my left hand, and I'm going to now pull on the 2 strings. Okay, that created a loop around my hook. To snug this loop up to be the size of the barrel, I'm going to pull on the tail side, and that's going to tighten it. Now, snugly but not tight. We want to be able to have this go back and forth and loosely be on there, but it sets the size of the loop here. So let's do it again. I'm going to pull my hook out. I'm going to pull this apart. I'm going to measure about the size, the length of my hand here. Then I'm going to take my 2 fingers on my left hand, wrap around once and a half up through, and then I'm going to take my hook. I'm going to push that through, not all the way, hold the back side, pull my fingers out, and then I'm going to pull on the 2 strands. I'm going to snug it up with the tail side and get it around my barrel so it's loosely on here. One more time. Take my hook out, pull apart. I am now going to go the length, go twice, or I'm sorry, 1.5 around, pull up that loop, put my hook through, hold, take my fingers out, pull my strands, snug up with the tail. All right, you now have a slip knot, your hook through, and you're ready to start the chain stitches.